Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll see Windows 10 features and settings. So we'll see one by one. First we'll see how to install software and how to remove the software uninstall. So for that we'll try to download WinRAR. So WinRAR I will show you how to install and uninstall. So same like that we can install any other softwares in Windows 10. So we are starting with the WinRAR just for testing. So just for doing the demo. So I'm using a WinRAR software. Downloading. Yeah, started. Downloaded. I'm starting installation. So this and all extension it will associate with WinRAR. WinRAR has been successfully installed. That's it. Installation completed. So now we'll see how to remove WinRAR. So same like that you can use the methods install and uninstalling. So we'll see how to uninstall WinRAR. Click start. Type control. It will show control panel. Click control panel. Click programs and features. Select WinRAR. So you can use this filter also. So which you installed latest one, it will show on the top. So you can select that and click uninstall. Installation started. Just for testing, we used WinRAR. The same way you can use for any files installation and uninstallation in Windows 10. Now we'll see how to check the Wi-Fi password. So if you forget your home network password, or if you want to see your connected Wi-Fi network password, we can check that. So we'll see how to do that. Go to the open network and internet settings. Click Wi-Fi. So here you will get option change adapter options. So this is a Bluetooth connection. This is a Ethernet connection. This is a Wi-Fi one. So if you are connected with the RJ45 or any Ethernet cables, so it will be enabled here. So we are connected to Wi-Fi. So we'll see how to check the password. Right click the Wi-Fi adapter. Click status. Select wireless properties. So here you will get connect automatically when this network is in range. By default it will be a tick. Click security. Here you can see the password. Just select the show characters, so it will show the password. So you can get the password from here. For some reason, if you want to disable your adapter, also you can disable here. So you will get two options, one here and another one directly in the properties. Right click the adapter. Here you will get another option, disable. So like that you can see your password for any connected networks. If you forget your home network also, you can get the password. Now we'll see how to enable telnet and how to disable telnet. For enabling telnet, you have to go again control panel. Telnet normally used to telnet your server with ports. So if something is not working with that server, so you can use that this telnet method to connect that server. You can test the port is opened or not. So I will show you how to do that, how to enable the telnet. Go to program and features. It's a programs and features. Click turn Windows features on or off. So here you can see all the Windows features. So here you can turn off or turn on. All the features it will list here. If you don't want some features, just remove the tick. So it will be uninstall. If you want to install, just select the tick. I will show you the telnet. Yeah, telnet client. Just select this. Click OK. It will take a few seconds to complete this. Yeah, it's completed. So now your telnet client is installed. Now you can try. Normally telnet, just type telnet and type your server name. And port. So this just I entered a server. There is no live server like this. If you have any live server, if the port is opened, then it will open. So you can check like this. You can enable telnet and you can check the port connectivity with your server. If you don't want, you can go again turn Windows features on and off. Go down and remove the checkbox. So now it will be uninstalled. Yeah, uninstallation completed. Now see, there is no server, that's why I could not open the connection to the host. This error we are getting. Now we disabled the telnet. Now we'll see what is the error. See? Now we are getting telnet is not recognized as an internal and external command. So if telnet is not enabled, you will get this error. If telnet is enabled but the port is not opened with that server, you will get could not open the connection to the host error. So this is a telnet feature and telnet enable and disable settings. Now we'll see how to shrink disk and extend the disk. For shrink and extend disk, you have to go disk management. Right click Windows, go to disk management. Here you can see all your local drives, total capacity and free space. What is the free space percentage and all you can check here. This is your C drive, E drive. So if you want to shrink or extend, you can do from here. For extending disk, you need more unused disk to extend that. For extending, just right click and click extend value. So it will show available unused space. So you can add that unused space with your existing storage. And shrink volume also. Shrink going. This is a total available space. So this space you can shrink 40 GB available space. You want to create a separate drive from this disk, so you can mention that new disk size and click shrink, so it will come as a unused space. From there you can create a new value, same like D. So you can create a F for E unused one. If you want, you can delete volume also from here. So if you delete that volume, it will be under unused disk. So you can add it with any other disks. You can change the letter also here. So by default for operating system we will use C drive, and for applications and other storage files we can use D drive. So if you want to change the drive letter also, you can change here. It will show all available drive letters. C it will not show here because C already using here for operating system drive. For remaining it will show. If you want to change, select the drive letter and click OK. So your drive letter will change. So this is a disk partition, disk management. So you can manage your disk under the disk management. Unallocated and primary partition details also you can check here. This is a disk management in Windows 10. Now we'll see how to create a task scheduler. For task scheduler, you can use for any batch file running, or if you want to run any automatic service from backend. So this kind of purpose you can use task schedulers. So we'll see how to create a task from task scheduler. Go to the computer management, select task scheduler. Here you can create a task scheduler for batch file or any automatic services if you want to trigger. So it will trigger based on your task settings. This is a task creation window. You can enter task name. Here you can choose your user accounts, and you can choose your user account settings here. So when you want to run the task, when user is logged on, or whether user logged or not. So this kind of settings you can configure here. This task configured for which operating system, you can select the operating system here. So task you can configure for Windows 10, Windows 7, Vista, or any other operating systems. Then you can configure your source file, triggering source file. Yeah. So you can configure your how the task will trigger, daily or weekly or monthly, to log on or startup or ideal, wherever you want, and you can mention the timings here. So you can a random delay also you can configure here, a repeated task or every hour, for the duration and all you can configure here under the new trigger. Actions you can configure what type of actions you want. So just you browse and select your batch file or PowerShell file to run the action. So when the start a program, you want to action from this script or this batch file or this program, you can choose here, and you can choose the argument is a silent run or any additional arguments if you want, you can choose here. So this and all action window. Here you can configure conditions. So there is any conditions, if you want, you can configure here. For example, if computer is idle for 10 minutes or wait for idle for 1 hour. So based on your requirements, you can configure here under the conditions if we have any conditions. Settings, you can use this on for your task settings. So you can check all these options and you can use it whether you want to apply these settings or not. If you don't want, leave it as it is and click OK. So task will create and it will be under task scheduler. So it will show under the task scheduler window. All tasks will be here, all active tasks. So once you created the new task, so it will be here. Task status, when it will be last run, whether it's success or fail or any error. You can check this task status. We'll see now how to assign the manual IP. Normally from IP range, you can get it from DSCP or you can assign manual. So I will show you how to assign the manual IP address. So many cases, so many scenarios, you may need to enter manual IP address. We'll see how to do that. Again, go to network and internet settings. Again, click Wi-Fi. Click change adapter options. So here you can select Ethernet. Normally the manual IP address you can enter in Ethernet, and the Wi-Fi and all it will take TCP address. Rare cases only Wi-Fi you may need to enter manual, but Ethernet so many scenarios you need to enter manual while entering another network or while entering any different office for meetings. So you may need to enter manual IP address. So we'll see how to assign the manual IP address. Go to the Ethernet properties and select Internet Protocol version 4. Click properties. Here you can assign your manual address. So subnet mask, some cases you may enter different subnet mask. So that is based on your network connectivity and your network scope. So just for testing purpose, I am entering on dummy subnet mask on the gateway, and the DNS and alternate DNS will enter some dummy address. So we'll see how to work. This is a preferred DNS address and alternate DNS address. So this you will get it from your network engineer. So like that, you have to enter your manual IP address. Click OK. So it will ask you to, it will give some warning. You don't have the same network segment. So it's okay. This is just for testing. Now you can see that address. Advanced also you can check the given preferred and alternative DNS address. Once you assign the address, then your machine will be that network where you enter for different office or different network. If you want to check your IP address, go to the command prompt. For opening the command prompt, just click Windows R, command prompt, open, type ipconfig. Connection is not connected, but if it is connected, then you can see in the ipconfig console, so you can check the IP addresses there. Yes, it will save, but it will not applicable because this is not network. This machine is not in the network. So like that, you have to enter your manual IP address. And use ipconfig to check the IP address, given IP addresses. So this ipconfig/all, it will give your IP addresses and MAC address both for all adapters, including wireless, Wi-Fi, sorry, wireless and Ethernet, and your Bluetooth adapter also. You will get the options with the MAC ID and DHCP configuration and all. So this is the command ipconfig/all. If you want to see only MAC ID, just enter get MAC. If you want to check only your MAC address, go to the command prompt. Again, type get MAC. So it will show you all your MAC IDs. First two is disconnected. That maybe one is for Bluetooth, second one is for Ethernet, and third one is for wireless adapter. So this is your MAC address for this machine. So if someone asking what is your MAC, just to type get MAC in command prompt. Command prompt you can simply you can open type CMD. You will get the command prompt here. Click that, so it will open. So here you can enter get MAC. So all the adapter MACs it will show here. Now we'll see how to enable disable proxy. So proxy basically, if you are in office network, you may require to enable the proxy. If you are in home network, no need proxy. So we'll see how to enable and disable the proxy. Type Internet Explorer. Open the Internet Explorer. It's loading. Click this tools icon. Go to the Internet option. Here you can see our internet options. The connections. Click LAN settings. So here you can enable and disable the proxy. So just select this and enter your proxy server name. This you will get it from your engineer. Ports. If you have any exceptions, we don't want to go through proxy, you want to configure any exceptions, you can use the exceptions here. For continuation, you can use a semicolon. Like that, you can accept from the proxy. Click OK. Click OK. No proxy is assigned. So if you want to remove the proxy, again go to the tools, click internet options, click connections, go to the LAN settings, remove the tick box. So now you remove the proxy. So like that, you can enable, disable the proxy. Another method to enable, disable the proxy, instead of going Internet Explorer, click here, just to type proxy. You will get the option here. Click here. Also, you can enable, disable the proxy. So this is another method. So you can use any one other method to enable, disable the proxy. Now we'll see how to change the background. Right click on your desktop. Go to the display settings. Click display. You can change, you can assign the scale and layout settings, display resolution, brightness and color. So you can set here your display settings. For changing the themes, you can right click or click the personalize. Here you can change the themes, background picture. So here you can choose default pictures, or if you have any downloaded picture, you can go there using this browse option. The background colors also you can choose. You want light mode or dark. This is a light mode setting. So dark also you can choose. This is a light mode. This is dark. Default app mode also you can choose. Your accent color you can choose. Change to red. Default it will be blue. So if you want, you can change any color. Lock screen settings. You can set the lock screen settings here. So you can choose picture or slideshow for background settings. Themes you can choose. You can change the themes. and choose fonts also. These are all available fonts. Start menu option. Taskbar option. So you can change your taskbar related options here. These are taskbar options. I will see how to disable enable user access control. User access control basically is one more layer in Windows, security layer in Windows. So it will prevent your background exe files running and uh, some virus, some exes if trying to run your desktop, it will prevent. Is by default it will be enabled in your Windows 10. So we'll see how to enable and disable user access control. Further, go to the control panel. Click user accounts. Select to change user account and settings option. I already disabled, that's why it is in never notify mode. By default it will be always notify mode. So if you by default it will be like this. So if you want to disable, just remove and it never notify and click OK and reboot. So your user access control will be disabled. So there won't be any issue while running your files or any background scripts if you are trying, if you are testing. So by default, if you enabling the user access control, it will not allow you to run. But if you disable this, so it will allow you to run. So once your settings and your scripts testing is done, so you can again enable UAC, which is best practice in Windows. I will say how to disable IPv6 settings. IPv6 is not fully functioned. So now we are using IPv4 only. So by default, all Windows machines, Windows 10 or Windows 2012 or Windows 7 also by default IPv6 will be enabled. So it will create some problems while you are accessing the some applications or you are accessing Ethernet related settings. So now we'll see how to disable that IPv6. Go to network and internet settings. Select Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Go to the change adapter options. IPv6 will be applicable for all connection Ethernet connections. So we cannot disable globally. We have to do one by one, Ethernet wise. I'm doing first on Ethernet. Click properties. Here we will get IPv6. By default, it will be enabled. Just untick, click OK. Then it will be disabled. Like that, you have to do for all the networks. All the networks by default IPv6 will be enabled, so you can disable it. Like that, you have to disable your IPv6 settings in Windows 10 or Windows 2012, all the same method. I will see how to add Outlook accounts and how to remove the Outlook accounts. and how to add the PST files and all. For adding the Outlook account, you have to go control panel again. Click mail. This is a mail setup. Click show profile. So it will show all your existing profiles. If you want to add new, just click new. Give your profile name. Here you can enter your name, your email address and password. Then click next. It will get configured automatically if you are using auto discover. If you want to configure manually, select this option, manual setup. Click next, and you can choose your Outlook options. So this is how you have to configure your new account. Once you configure your new account, so you can see in your email account status. So this is your email account. So if you want to add PST, you can add it here. Just click add and browse and select your PST. So it will appear in our Outlook, inside Outlook. So this is the Outlook feature, mail feature in Windows 10. If you want to remove, just click remove. It will remove from your account. If you want to choose your profile, if you can use, if you are using multiple profiles, you can use this. So while entering your Outlook, so it will give you the options. So you can select your profile option. Otherwise, if you are using only one profile, just select this. It will ask you the multiple options, and to select this, you will get the single profile. Once you added your PST, you can see under the data files all your PSTs. So this is a mail option in Windows 10. Now we will see Windows 10 settings. These are settings. This will be settings. These are sound settings. You can reduce sound or increase sound, or you can select different options for your output, sound output. If you have any sound problems also, you can troubleshoot here. This is your microphone settings. So your microphone, you can check here. If you have any issues, you can troubleshoot here. This is notifications and actions. Your sleep settings, you can set it here. On battery power turn off after how many minutes, you can set up here. When you plug in, again turn off after how many minutes, you can set here. Your sleep mode settings, you can configure here. This is your battery settings. So your battery overview details and battery saver settings and all, you can configure here. These are under Windows 10 settings. Tablet mode, remote desktop configurations. So all Windows 10 related settings you can configure here. So you can see all the configurations here. total local drive capacity and temporary files capacity and all you can see here. So desktop 36 GB, only for videos 15 GB, apps and features which we enabled in the control panel, that is 10 GB, temporary files 3 GB, other 1 GB. This is the calculation for usage of 85 GB. So this and all you can check under settings, storage configuration. You can clean your disk cleanup also here. So this is the Windows 10 settings. Now we'll see event viewer. Event viewer basically if you are facing any problems, any applications or system or any features, you can troubleshoot based on that event viewer. So for all the issues you will get the event, whether it's success or information or any failures also you will get the event viewers. So application related under the Windows logs, you can click the application and you can check here there is any error. For example, if you're facing any exe error or any while running the applications, you are getting any debug error, so you can check the logs here. Yes, loaded. So this all the application logs. So you can check the errors. So if you want to troubleshoot any your problems, so based on that event viewers, you can troubleshoot your problems. This event viewer, it will with this event viewer number you can check in the Google related troubleshooting steps, you will get it. So based on that you can troubleshoot your problems. So all the application related, it will be under Windows logs under the application events. These are application events. So if you want to filter only error, you can filter, right click and filter current log, and you can select if you want only error, you can select the error. You will get all the error logs, error events related with the application. If you want to see only warnings, again go to the filter, remove the error and select the warning or critical. So if you select critical and warning, both it will show here. Warning and critical, both it will show here. So you can filter your events under the application logs. If you want to clear also, you can clear the logs and clear the filter. So after clearing the filter, all the events it will be here. If you have any audit related like account login, account log out, or your password, wrong password and wrong password attempts, so this kind of account related, audit related, you will get under security event logs. So here you can see all the security related event logs. If you know any event ID, you can search, right click and click current filter log and enter your event number. For example, 4672. So I am searching only this event. All 4672 events will be here. This event category is a special logon. So all the details will be here. Or you can clear filter. This is a setup log. So if you are trying to install any application or any software, so that software related setup related information, it will be here. So you can check all the details, setup related, and your local system related, your disk or your uh, system setting change, all you can check here. Basically, if you're facing any issues, so you can come here, system related, like sound issues or display issues or any warnings you are getting while starting the operating system. So those kind of events, it will be in under system. So here you can check that. You want to filter the same other way, same right click and filter current clock, so you can filter. Under application services, you can aggregator logs, you can get it here. So this is event viewer console. So this is mainly for getting logs and getting events. So for troubleshooting purpose, or if you want to find out any information and what happened your issue for past, any settings was changed. So those kind of events you can click here. This event viewer is available all the operating systems, all the versions, Windows 10, Windows 7, even server versions also you can get it. So this is useful for your troubleshooting and getting the information about your operating system and operating system changes or any setting changes. Now we'll see how to use local group policies. So local policies, you can restrict your computer settings or login permissions. So we'll see how to do that. Control R, type setpol.msc is a command to open local group policies. This is a local policy. Here you can see all the security settings. One policy, local policy, Windows Defender, firewall policy. So you can set any account related policies like what is the maximum password age. You can set it here. Default it will be 42 days. So you can reduce if you want. Password length, password audit, and any complicity requirement. Complicity basically, if you enable the complicity, that should be on special character and minimum 8 characters, and some special characters and the symbol should be there. The complicity automatically will be enabled. So if it is not meet the password with the complicity, so it will not accept. So if we enable this, so automatically the complicity will be there. Otherwise, simple password it will accept. So these are all password policy. Account policy you can configure here. Account lockout duration, lockout threshold. So how many invalid attempts you want to account get locked. So normally it will lock if you enter 3 times, but if you are not configured, so it will not lock. This is account lockout policy. Local policies you can configure here. So this is the audit policy, audit account logon events. So audit related, all the settings will be there. So you can configure the policies. This is user right assignment. So here you can configure all user right assignment related policies like allow logon locally, or any terminal services related, or any batch file related, shutdown or restart settings. You can define all the local settings here. The local services related also you can configure here. You want to run any service with some conditions, so you can define here. Deny logon locally, so all login related, user rights related, you can configure the policies here. Under local policies, you will get the security options. So security related you can configure here. So this and all will apply only this computer. If you apply in domain controller, it will be applicable for all the computers globally. But if you are configuring any local policies, it will be applicable only for that particular machine. So this is Windows 10 local security policy settings. This is security settings console. So this all the local policies we can use it. Those Defender, network list, security policies, software restrictions. So these are all local security policies. So if you want, you can use this. Now we'll see how to use Windows 10 services. So for opening services, again home key or type services.msc. So services console will open. These are Windows 10 services. So you can see by default some of the services will be there, like app readiness and app information and COM. These are some default services which we should not change. If you install any application or any program, so you will get additional services. There will be 3 type of services. One is automatic. Whenever you are rebooting, the services will start automatically. Second one is manual service, so you need to start manually. Third one is a delayed start, so it will start. It will trigger whenever it's required. So this is a type of service startup type. So if the service is running, you can see in the status it's running. So if you want to disable, you can select this disable and click apply, so it will disable. If you want to change logon account, you can change here. By default it will be local system account. If you want, you can choose your local account, or if you are in domain, you can choose your domain account to run this service. But you should have the required permissions to run this service. If you're selecting, if you're using any account, it should be a part of local admin or domain admin. Some cases required special permission on applications if you're running that application services. These are sites and these are services for Windows 10. So then start, or you can configure your services here. Now we'll see about credential manager. For credential manager, you can save your Windows credential and your certificate authentication details. So we'll see how to save the credential in the credential manager. Normally, if you enter any application details or application username and password, so Windows will ask you to save the credential. If you click the save, it will save in the credential manager. So we'll see how to do that. Go to the control panel. This is a credential manager. There will be 2 credentials. One is web credential, another one is a Windows credential. So if you enter any website, your credentials, it will save under web credential. For Windows related credentials, you can save here. This is Windows credential. This is certificate based credential. Smart card and all, it will come under certificate based credentials. We will try to add one Windows credential. Just I'm giving just yeah. So after entering this, it will add here. So whenever you're going the particular IP address or particular server, so you no need to enter your credentials. It will show your username and password. Just you can select and you can submit. So here it will save all your Windows related credentials. This is certificate based credential. Here you can use smart card based. So here it will ask you to select the certificate and smart card if you have, you can connect here. So this is a certificate based credentials. So once you enter that smart card details, then it will save in the certificate based credentials. The generic one. If you have any website related credentials, you can use here. So this is a credential manager in Windows 10. Now we'll see Windows 10 deleted folders and recover the folders and how to delete the permanent folder deletion. So now I will create one test folder and test file. Then I will delete and I will restore. Then I will do the permanent delete. I'm creating test. When I'm creating one word file test. I'm deleting. So if you right click and delete, this is a simple delete. So it will be in the recycle bin. From here you can restore if you want. After deletion from the desktop, is in recycle bin. Right click and restore. Now again it will come on the desktop. If you want to do permanent delete, there is a two-way. Shift plus delete, it will be the permanent delete. Or another ways you can delete here and from recycle bin, if you delete it, it will be the permanent delete. Now it will ask you, or you want to permanently delete this folder. If you click yes, it will be the permanent deletion. Clicking yes, it's gone. So now it's a permanent deletion. So if you want to delete temporary, you can simply right click and delete. If you want to permanent deletion, you can do it shift delete or clear from recycle bin. It will be the permanent deletion. So this is a recycle bin usage. Now we'll see how to check the updates and how to check the installed updates. So for checking the available updates, just type update here. Just click check for update. So this is the updates, available updates window. So if you click the download, then available updates will be download and it will ask you to install. So like this you can check it your system available updates. So once you install, I will show you where you can see that installed listed updates. And go to the control panel. Click program and features. Click view install updates. So this is updates installed. This is the installed application list when it's installed. So this is a program related with Microsoft Windows. If there is any other program related, it will show you the uh, updates plus program and publisher and installed on. So you can filter here. If you want to see latest installation. So here you can check installed application. If you want to uninstall any updates also, you can select and simply click uninstall. It will uninstall the update from the Windows 10 machine. So like this, you have to install and uninstall the updates. Hi friends, I hope almost we covered all the Windows 10 features and settings. Okay friends, thanks for watching this video.